video, you're going to see a revolutionary next step in hydrographics, which will not only transform that industry, I think it's going to have great crossover appeal for full print digital designs. Now, the basic setup for this doesn't change at all. It's you got your cleaners, you got your basin filled with water with a filtration system, so you can basically flush out the top layer, all the residue goes onto the side, and you got your ventilator for the top when the activator is sprayed. But what's revolutionary now is Scott Conklin, owner of Einstein Graphic Services in Wisconsin, has come up with a printer and setup where you can now print your own hydrographic design. Normally with hydrographics, you have to go to a catalog and there's a wide variety to choose from, but nothing customizable. So if a client wanted a specific color or shape, you could only ballpark it. But now with this setup, you can actually come up with a design that the client specifically likes, and then you send it to this printer, and you're using proprietary inks for hydrographics. And once the printer is ready to print, it's going to print directly on PVA film, and again, this is what's used in hydrographics, and it has a dissolvable backing paper. So again, very straightforward setup here. And what's great about this process is it doesn't need to outgas, or there's no lag time here, very straightforward. And so again, the design, it doesn't take very long, and it's just the printing time only really varies based on how big a piece that you're printing. And in this case, a very straightforward small piece. And then he's going to take it to a glass table, and this is a pre-cut piece setup that he has that's specifically designed for his basin there. So he's going to bring it over here. Again, you want to make sure that you have parameters on here so you can see the outline here of the around this water that he's putting on. So again, it doesn't spread out too wide and thin. You want to contain it. Once he places it on the water, he sprays an activator on it. Then he's going to wait about, I would say, 45 seconds, but you really want to pay attention to once the material starts to swirl. Again, this is all about hydrographics here. But again, what I love about this setup here is now he can customize the design for hydrographics. So for me, this will transform that industry a lot because, again, you can get a very specific design now. You don't have to rely on a catalog. But once you dip it here, again, the PVA is a very safe film to work with, so it gets on your skin, it's not a big problem. Simply spray off the residue, and this takes about a minute. Once this is set up here, the material is ready to go. You can just rub your finger on it, no need to set it up, no need to wait 24 hours, it's good to go. And this is why I think it has such a good crossover appeal for full print digital wraps. Now notoriously on this roof, this antenna is difficult to wrap, so for full print wraps, a lot of installers don't do this, or if they do have to wrap, it takes a lot of time and has a high failure rate. Now with this print and design for hydrographics, simply just take the antenna off, incorporate the design, print a small little piece, and then dip it. And then it's going to match the design, which is super cool. So I think it's quick and easy, and then it takes that customization of the car for full print digital wraps to that next level. You can get full coverage here. And then not only can you focus on, like say, the hot spots like antennas and mirrors, for example, but you can also then do full print graphics on the interior. So again, on any type of hard plastic on the inside, you can hydro dip it. And what's great about it is, again, this is permanent. You can't take this off. But let's say in 3 years the client wanted to go back to a normal car again like that, you can wrap over this hydro dip. So again, lots of options here. And again, for me, it just really kind of opens the door and again makes industries cross over, which I think is the name of the game today. Thanks for watching. Justin Pate.